third of the feeling. Extra time. Okay. Extra time. Okay. Let's see. Okay, now this flipping. Let's see. I can hear myself. So now let's see what it's gonna be like. Desktop audio. Be right back. Not really, but just trying to see what's going on. So that's pretty much the draw distance. This is a nice view. Very nice view. Hmm. Yeah. Wow. Block. Where did I put all my stuff? And can I drop keys? Why can't I drop keys? I should be able to drop keys whenever I want. Headphones. That's not gonna work. Use device timestamps. Yo, trying to figure this out is really getting on my nerves. I'm gonna turn it up just a little bit. There we go. That's probably a little bit better. Compressor. I need a limiter, I think. Threshold. Or nah, maybe I should just let it do what it do. You be clicking and stuff. What's that? I really don't need it. So I got desktop. Oh, no. Where's the exit? There it is. Um, can't believe I've never been over here before. That's where everything is on the ship. Jemison Mercantile? Hello, one
By the
over
way,
here?
Captain, Sergeant Yumi was looking for you. Sounds like you've
Yes,
got more work.
of course he does. Pioneer Tower. Apollo Tower. Oh, these are all like the hotels and stuff. The apartments. Well, I can take all this stuff too.
That was one hell of a night.
Lucky you. I don't remember anything after the second class. Not one bit.
Okay. Can I help you? Let's see. I can hear myself. Should I be able to hear myself? I don't think I should. Audio input. Yep. Let's see. I'm gonna lock my audio volume where it is, and then browser. So if I mute, and then I get rid of the compressor, and then I nope. You think I'd have this straight now? And I did this last night because I didn't realize till the night before I had been streaming for like days where only people could hear me and not the game. Now, Now the audio output is capturing me. I wonder if it's capturing the game. This microphone's good too. Let's go to the spaceport. Hmm. See, I could just. Beat it. Okay, this is what we're gonna let this ride. Let it ride just like this. Hey, lock the volume. See, that looks better. Y'all can hear all that. Maybe they can. Maybe everybody can hear that because the volume is so freaking high. Now, now I'm super low. I can hear myself. It's like talking to myself. I know y'all can hear me out there on the internet. This is so weird. I wonder what changed. I'll be right back, y'all. mercy, help me. Monitor only. I don't need to have the monitor on anyway. So now, let's see. Move out my way. Still doing that darn looking left.
You will be scanned as you enter the city.
Ain't bad. Let's see. Okay, I can't see me. And now I'll probably, hopefully I'm loud enough. See, I'm clipping there. I mean, granted, this microphone ain't like a Shure or whatever. This ain't no studio mic. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Throws a zinger. Alright, so let's get on board and get some of my weapons back. And I think I sold all the other weapons I had.
I'll head to my position.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
I don't think this was
We live on a starship.
Gary, you better gone somewhere.
Don't always mix up.
Aw, come
What do you
on,
want?
please. I need somebody to talk to while I'm on the ship by myself.
Give him an inch. We'll see, Gumdrop.
that. I think I have everything the way I want it to be. Did I want that? I don't think I want it. Oh wait, no. Yeah, so that's all the stuff I'm keeping. So this is crazy. I need to I need to change that scope because it's semi-automatic. I don't know why it's semi-automatic. That makes me so angry. Particle beam shotgun. Let's see. Drum beat. Yeah. That's a grenade launcher. I don't need two of those. I don't need two of those either, even though I'm gonna keep it. Need to mark one. Activities. Look at that. Well, I got tombstone, but I don't need that and I'm gonna drop that. I've never used a particle beam shotgun before. Interesting. It's just all keys. I can't sell any of them.
Well, that's a waste.
I know.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
Don't keep that in there. Wow, what am I gonna do now? Oh wait, I got like back to Victera. Constellation quests. Paradiso. Back to Paradiso we go. Unidentified ship. Is there something wrong with your communications array? Okay. I don't know if I want to get on this ship, but I'm going to anyway. Oh Lord. Why do I always do this? Why do I get on this ship? I know I shouldn't get on.
Docking cycle complete.
I'm gonna regret this. I'm really gonna regret this, but that's okay.
I have something for you when you have a moment. Or there's something I need to talk to you about.
Stay alert. Weapons at the door.
Remain calm. There's no reason to suspect whatever it is hostile.
Now is the time for diplomacy.
Agreed.
Oh, it's people.
You're human.
Yeah, I am. Even I didn't know there were other options.
Oh, pardon my ignorance. We just didn't expect to find people out here. We didn't think anyone else left Earth before us.
Imagine being cut off from humankind for that long. How terribly frightening that would be.
Perhaps we should greet our guests.
Yeah, you
Of
should.
course. Manners. I'm Captain Diana Brackenridge. This is Security Officer Bomani Reader. And this is Dr. Mabuti da Costa, one of our elders.
Mabuti da
A pleasure
Costa.
to meet you.
I see. As you may have presumed, we're in a bit of a bind. Our ship has finally completed its near 200-year journey from Earth, only to
Wow.
find our new home seemingly colonized by... well, we don't know.
Probably
Communications
terraforms.
haven't been successful, so your arrival is fortuitous. Perhaps you'd be willing to act as a middle person between ourselves and... the others.
The others? $200. How did it take you so long to get here?
Ah, your question confirms one of our recent theories. It would seem that some form of faster-than-light travel or space-bending technology was invented during our long journey. That would explain why we would find people this far out into space. I guess technology leapfrogged us at some point. Interesting. I can only imagine that our predecessors didn't believe the technology would ever work. And so they made the decision to leave when they did.
How did you all survive for 200 years?
Well, the short answer is, we didn't. It's a generation ship, which is to say that most of us lived long, happy lives on board and passed our mission down to our children. It was never intended that the original crew would make it to our destination. The goal was always the preservation of the human race above all else. Though it would seem that was perhaps a bit presumptuous.
So you know about the people on the surface. Your communications didn't work.
We're not entirely sure. Our engineers believe it's possible that our technology just isn't compatible with theirs. All we hear when using them to communicate with anyone is a bunch of disturbing noise. It gave me the heebie-jeebies at first.
I feel that. So you already know about the people on the surface?
We do. Well, sort of. We saw structures using our surveying equipment. We've also seen the various ships pass us by. Some even seemed to want to communicate, but couldn't. Of course, we had no idea that they were being piloted by other humans.
Listen, let's keep talking, but we need to get away from the airlock.
Oh yes, of course. Where are my manners? Now then, please follow me. There's much to discuss first. We'll speak more on the matter once we reach the bridge. Dr.
We should have a
DaCosta,
talk
you may return
when
to
you
your
have the
quarters if
time,
you wish.
Thank you, Captain.
I will follow you for security purposes.
I do not believe we have need to fear our guest, but I'll allow it if you insist. Welcome to the Earth colony ship Constant. In the early 2100s, my ancestor, Rupert Brackenridge, researched a number of scientific scenarios. Climate change, asteroid impact, nuclear war, global pandemic, and more. Each scenario showed the likelihood of an extinction level event to be within 50 years. He fully believed Earth was destined to be rendered uninhabitable. We've always assumed that's what happened. So, he gathered the best and brightest he could find, built the Constant, and set a course for this planet here. We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance.
Everything was like it does.
I have something I need to discuss with you.
So, here we are. Let's talk. We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it.
So how long have you been captain?
I think I'm coming up on 6 years now. I was only a teenager when my father died, passing command of the ship to me, as is tradition. Because of that, I've had to sort of learn as I go along, instead of taking years of study and apprenticeship under the prior captain. I think some people on the ship resent me for not having the level of experience as my predecessors. But at the same time, without my command, we likely wouldn't have made it here so quickly.
It's difficult being captain for a colony ship. How's the crew holding up?
A bit frazzled, as you can imagine. People are anxious about discovering that we're not alone, and also worried about what will come to pass. While we hope we can work out a deal with the people on the surface, they seem reluctant to reach out, so there's no telling what will come of that. I do know that we can't afford to stay here in orbit forever. The ship was built to sustain us for many years with backup provisions just in case, but even that will come to an end eventually.
That's facts. It's probably difficult being captain for a colony ship, isn't it?
Difficult is the wrong word. It can be both challenging at times and also exciting. Our mission was to rebuild humanity on a distant world, believing that we were Earth's last hope. To think that while there has always been a Brackenridge in the captain's chair, that I am the one to finally oversee our journey's end is truly exhilarating. But with this stumbling block in our path, at this final moment, I fear tough choices will need to be made.
It sounds like you could use some help.
Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications with anyone up until you arrived, though not for lack of trying. But since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of diplomat between us and them as we attempt to resolve our situation. Does that sound agreeable to you?
Well, first of all, what's wrong with the communication system?
We suspect that our equipment is woefully obsolete compared to whatever you all have now. In all honesty, we never expected to need to communicate with anyone, so our comms aren't particularly robust. That limits our options. We even attempted communicating with lights and sounds, something we saw in an old movie, but I don't believe they picked up on it. If anything, it may have inadvertently alarmed them.
That old movie is Independence Day, just so you know, Captain. I've seen it several times. Sounds like you're trying to offload the hard parts to someone else.
No, not at all. We simply have no other options. With no working communications and no way to head to the surface, we need outside help negotiating with the settlement we've spotted below.
Okay.
You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they intend to defend their claim given their presence here. We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution, preferably one that favors us.
Hmm. If you had a claim to this planet, how could others settle here? That's a stupid thing, because it took them 200 years. I'll try, but diplomacy is going to require you compromise.
Yes, of course. But we need to start from a firm position and state our goal. If need be, we can compromise, work out a mutually beneficial deal or some such, but initially I'd like you to be firm with them and convince them to leave the planet to us. Let me know how they respond, and we'll go from there.
You want them to leave the planet? Right, Parima 2's huge. Why not just sell on the other side?
We thought about it, but it simply won't do. I need to think about the distant future of our people. Sure, our first settlement may be small, but our predecessors dreamt of our new civilization spreading across the globe. That will be difficult if someone else plans to do the same. While we're not completely close to the idea of sharing, it's much easier if we have complete domain over this world.
No. Right, they not finna go for that. You want them to just get up and move because you're 200 years late. Are you smoking crack? You smoking space crack?
I'm serious. We have a rightful claim to this land, and I intend to fight for it. But as you're currently our only hope, perhaps you'll honor my request and give it your all, for the sake of some very weary travelers who have come a very long way to be here. Thank you.
She on some crack. Somebody must have snuck some heroin on their ship. I'm still a digipick just cause. She thinks somebody's finna get up and move their whole planet because of 200
Now
years
that we
late.
know what's out there, things are gonna be more interesting from here on out.
Diana Brecker, you're a moron. How are that many generations? It's only 200 years. Because, like, if the time someone was born, so the first person must have been, like, 40s. Let's assume the first person was, I don't know, this dude here. Oh, that's right, she did say that. So, if he had a son, at the time he got on the ship, his son, maybe, let's say his son was like 70, so that's 70 years. And he had a son, that's Boris. And Boris lived for 70 more years.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Sarah, shut up. I'm trying to talk about this ridiculousness. That's like a, I'm gonna say, if he died at 70 and he was like 20 something,
I still can't get
and he
over
lived
how
another
we're
50
not
years,
getting
that's
out
120
here.
years already.
I always knew it couldn't be true.
So it's really only 80 more years. Why are there so many people?
Hey, weren't you just saying the week before we arrived how cold and alone it felt out here? And how sad it was realizing
Because they think I'm finna tell them people they playing me. They've been there. They're 200 years late. You gotta get off your planet. You've already been on for 200 years. And you're like, get out of here. Yeah, trees and stuff. It's like Fallout. Hey, what?
You're less weird than I thought you would be.
Shut up. You better be doing your homework too. Yo.
I'm happy for the children, that they will know we are not alone out here.
You kind of cute. You kind of look like Sarah. Is Sarah the progenitor? The folder. Essentials of modern macroeconomics. That's about 90. Okay. Oh, there's a Shanghai mark too. Okay. Cool deal. I like it. Oh, we got an Apple IIe. It'd be cool if you could like use it to play like Bethesda.
Hey, Miss Julia? Can we watch that movie with all the superheroes in it again?
We'll see. We have a lot of movies to get through, but maybe during our next group choice time, if you can convince the other children.
Of course they're gonna watch the
Really?
Avengers.
Yeah! Hey, everyone! Miss Julia said we could watch it again!
And then maybe we can watch one of the sequels some other time.
They made more of them?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so excited I get plots. That's what Mr. Abe says sometimes. He's funny.
Yup, he sure is. Anyway, I think you still have some more school work to do.
Oh. All right.
Just wait till he gets to like Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Hey, wanna play hide and seek later?
No.
No, we've already used up all the good hiding places.
No, we haven't. I saw a new one in the reactor room next to the reactor when I went there with my mom.
But you know we aren't allowed in there without a grown-up. And besides, you just told me where the hiding spot was.
Right. I found a new hiding spot over by this place.
Waste management systems are backing up again. You said it was going to be a slow day. Someone owes me another half ration.
Just put the in space. I am in the here.
If the other colonists knew how many times the constant almost came apart at the seams, whew, thankfully I never let it. I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! Welcome, welcome!
That's nice.
I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me just a couple. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship?
We have stuff called a gravity drive that allows the ship to bend space, kind of like in Star Trek.
I knew it. It's It's incredible! I read about this technology in our archives from Earth, but it was only theoretical back then. Amazing! I'll have to learn more. Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer Kazemi, but you can call me Amin. And I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still floating out here today.
I get it. You want to know about what's changed since your ship departed.
Indeed. Thank you for being so kind and indulging me.
You're welcome.
You must understand how thrilling this news is for someone like me. Someone who suspected this encounter was, in fact, possible.
With a ship this old, do you have any good heroic engineering stories? That's a dumb question. If your predecessors knew about the ground drives, why didn't they wait for it instead of setting out? The Earth was about to explode.
Many years ago, when I was a junior engineer, the reactor's computer burned out. The computer that controls the reactor's various regulators. I'll spare you the details, but when that happens, the ship and everyone on it is in danger of turning into a mess of hot slag. I had to jury-rig parts from old media devices to prevent a meltdown. And that's how I became the boss around here. Yes! So many! Does everyone have their own spaceships like you? Do people only live on naturally habitable planets, or did they learn to terraform? Are we in contact with alien species? I have so many more, but I don't want to take up all your time.
I appreciate that. No terraforming, but there's colonies on inhospitable planets like Mars. We just use HAB suits. HAB units suits.
I'm not surprised. The amount of energy it would take to terraform an entire planet seems improbable. I can assume these types of colonies are strictly for mining and gathering rare resources, since there are nearly limitless habitable planets to choose from out there.
And not everybody has a ship, but most people do.
Haha! I knew it! Incredible! Amazing! Simply amazing! In our ancestors' time, only the very wealthy could afford to build ships. Even this ship was only possible by our families pulling together nearly all of their financial resources.
Wow. So no sentient life as far as we can tell, until they have mods, but plenty of diverse living creatures.
Disappointing, but not unexpected. When you showed up, I tried to tell the others about the Fermi paradox. I suggested that the most likely explanation for you was that humanity had developed faster, more advanced technology and had leapfrogged us. Seems I was right. Thank you for taking the time to talk with me.
You're welcome, AK.
I can have a bit of a big personality, I'm told. So let me know if I ever get on your nerves.
Nah, you good, bro.
Great question. I do not know for sure, but I can venture a guess. All of the reading I've done on the matter suggests that at the time, there was uncertainty that the technology would ever work, or if it did, that it would work at the scale we needed. So, I trust they made the decision to strike out when they did, fully believing it was the only way.
So, what do you do as a chief engineer other than make sure the ship doesn't explode?
Some may say I'm a master of keeping things together with nothing but duct tape and bubblegum. Well, if we had any gum left. Pretty sure that ran out 100 years ago. When I'm not dealing with catastrophic engine failures, I manage the other engineers. We maintain all the machinery, computers, you name it. We keep the life support on, and the ship flying.
Kind of like Chekhov and Geordie LaForge.
See you!
Peace out, bro. he's cool. Oh, they got a Sartor.
Be sure to check it over carefully this time. Verify
They got a Discman, VHS, Sartor. He's a normie. What are you looking at? Eating your sandwich, bro. Right, going the wrong way. So we gotta get back. To Man Bay. We didn't already go there. Okay, yeah, already went there. Sorry. So we gotta get back to the ship. Hope we're going the right way. Huh? That was right there. People have a name. Nope. Don't have a name. You don't have a name.
And to think, all this time, we thought we were alone.
Always talking. Yes, Steve.
Greetings, Captain.
He said,
I am ready to commence a trade.
A tree.
Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Captain. Yo, thumbs up in the chat, yo. Watch the stream. You gotta thumb that joint up.
Cycled air. Just isn't the same as the real thing.
Oh, whoa. I know. How did I fall?
There's something I need to talk to you about.
Move. Move.
Hello again.
Hey, what up?
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a joke?
Nobody wants to hear your joke.
Sure, sweet pea. Your man can always use a laugh.
Okay. Who can jump higher than a skyscraper in New Atlantis?
Separation complete.
I don't know. Who?
Everybody! Skyscrapers can't jump!
Good one, Cora. Hey, next time you see Barrett, try it out on him.
Alright, so Paradiso Sugiyama. We're going to Paradiso. Gonna take you for a ride. Better.
Landing site looks clean. Let's set it up.
I really think that they can live on this planet
Things
together.
for you.
They just don't want to.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Hello, and welcome back. Mr. Tofik, I am aware that this is your 8th visit to our resort. Your repeat patronage is much appreciated. Is there any assistance I may offer you today?
Actually, a question.
This is your first time here. Thank you for choosing Paradiso for your vacation destination.
But this time, our entries seem to take longer. And we pass by a lot more open water.
What army you got? That's kind of cool. All black would be dope. Yo. I just let people just walk around there.
Your safety is our #1 priority.
I'm sure it is. What's up, Chief?
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Sugiyama at your service. Do you have a security concern, or is there something else I can help you with?
Not a security concern.
Neither. We're our own private force. The Paradiso Group pays top dollar for top-notch security. And I dare say we're some of the best in the business. We have to be out here on the fringes of the settled systems.
Nope. And if I decide I want to take y'all out, it's the end. It sounds like you're the guy I need to talk to. Well, what sort of trouble y'all run into here?
Honestly, it's not as exciting as you might think most of the time. More often than not, we're just handling drunk and disorderly conduct. Heck, even pirates leave us alone for the most part. I think it's because some of them actually vacation here. As long as they're not bothering anyone, we've been told not to worry about them. Something I can help you with?
Yes.
Ah, it has a name. Good. Then you're already familiar with the situation, I take it.
Yes.
Do you know what they want?
See, yeah, they want to settle here, but I don't know. It's an old colony ship from Earth.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We obviously have no records of a colony ship claiming this planet. Whatever the case, you'll need to speak with Oliver Campbell, a CEO for the Paradiso Group. He's in charge of bringing all formal decisions before the board and helping to make calls on them.
Okay.
I'll let him know you're on your way.
Thank you.
No major incidents in a while. Let's hope it stays that way.
Listen, it probably isn't, because these people on this ship is crazy.
Oh, that jump looked painful. Not doing that.
Welcome to Paradiso. I mean, got. Ain't she got the two piece? Hey. Yeah, I got a uniform or something. What we got over here? I probably ain't even got nothing good. Let's see. It'd be nice to talk to you first. Jaquat.
Welcome to Paradiso Gift Shop and Convenience. Feel free to look around, but don't break anything or you've got to buy it. And before you ask, there aren't any discounts, so don't even try to haggle with me.
Oh, I am.
Why would I? I have to sell overpriced crap to rude, obnoxious tourists all day. My uncle works for the Paradiso board. When he said he could get me a job here, I expected an executive level job, not this. But it's not all bad. I don't have to worry about getting fired, and I live in Paradiso for free. Now, can I get you something, or are you going to keep asking questions about my life?
I am.
Mm-hmm. That is what we do here. Sell things.
Listen, don't you do that. Nope. 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 So basically, you don't have nothing. That's an interesting gun. It's like a real gun. See, it's got a suppressor, semi-automatic. I can't do nothing with that. So basically, you ain't got nothing. Man, you ain't got nothing. But I bet you got some trauma pack. I got 61,000 credits.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for shopping.
Whatever. Executive floor, please.
I picked up some. We should have a talk when you have the time, of course.
I know.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in there. Do you have an appointment?
I kind of do. You have a problem with the ship in orbit, and I'm here to help.
I really don't, and I can't have you barging in on the executives while they're working. So if you need something, you can talk to me. That's the best I can do, I'm afraid.
Well, there's a problem. You have a problem with the ship in orbit, and I'm here to help.
Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then.
Yeah.
Do you need anything else from me before you meet with the board?
Some credits?
What I could tell you would get me in a lot of trouble.
I didn't
Most of
ask
them
you
are
all that.
typical C-level execs. I doubt you even need to use your imagination for that. The ones that show up to work day to day, at least. I swear, I've never even met some of them, because they chill at their own private, secluded beach homes all the time. Anyway, be smart around Oliver. He's got a way of getting what he wants without you realizing it. And that's all I'll say.
You could say more, but you know what? You like it?
I can't speak for anyone else, but I've got a pretty high-pressure job working as the executive assistant to the Paradiso board. You can imagine, dealing with a team of execs, trying to manage all of their schedules and their other whims. But it pays well, and they give me a nice executive suite at the hotel to live in. So, it's not all bad. Free access to all the resort's amenities after work helps too. Sure. Have fun in the Shark Tank. And don't worry, even they call it that.
kill them all. Just pew, pew, pew.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
There are millions of planets out there. People can go to any one of them. The resort facilities are precisely what we bring to the table. Heck, it's the only thing we've really got to offer.
I don't want to risk us coming off as just another artificial, shady, trash-filled dump like Neon. That's not who we are. We've got something special here. We should embrace that.
Balom's right.
Thank you.
We don't want to compete with Neon. Bayou's ruthless. He'll do anything he can to eliminate the competition. We don't need that kind of trouble. That being said, I think there's a middle ground. Maybe build up the beachfront at a boardwalk amusement park. I've had this idea to build artificial hot springs, that sort of thing.
Sounds good. I'll look into what that will cost us and we can circle back around to this.
Okay, my turn.
Come on, mate. Loads more interesting things to do outside. No need to mill about in here. No, of course not. There's several more. We're just the ones who show up day to day. The others spend their time lazing on the beach or gallivanting off-world. Doesn't bother me, though. Less cooks in the kitchen means I get to make all the big decisions around here. Seems to be working out for us just fine. I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about. Welcome, welcome. Normally I'd offer you an all-inclusive stay at our resort before we spoke. But given the circumstances, I'm going to cut to the chase.
Yeah.
We've got our friends, the aliens, up there, causing all sorts of problems for our resort. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens!
Wait till you find out they're just regular humans. Now, why is this problem so urgent to you?
We run a premier resort getaway here. We can't have our guests concocting stories about some budgy old ship hanging around up there. As it is, we've had to reroute our luxury liners round the other side of the planet on entry so no one sees it. It's bad for business. We need to nip this in the bud and take care of it before the tourists catch on and cause a scene.
I would say people are never going to fall for that, but I think the people in this game are just as dumb as we are now.
You'd be surprised what people fall for. Locally sourced island fruit essences, for instance. It's just the same old fruits brought over from Earth ages ago, but we get nearly 10 times the market for them. But you're right, no one's going to buy aliens. Remind me to fire the marketing team. So, tell me, what's the actual deal with this massive eyesore of a ship, besides scaring people away?
It's a generation ship full of colonists from Earth, here after a 200-year journey. What would you say if I told you it was really an alien mothership here to destroy the planet? That would be funny. Nah, we don't do the first one.
Well, that's something.
It is.
Shame we can't just tell them kindly to bugger off. Something
Nope.
tells me that's not going to work. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it? Give me some proposals, people. I need something to work with here.
We could offer to resettle them here. There's more than enough space.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their debts before being allowed to leave.
No.
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their ship with a grab drive so they can find a new home. We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain an updated star map. What do you think?
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for the transaction. Someone else would have to foot the bill.
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do.
So they can live here, but they'd be basically slaves. Wait, why do I have to buy the grav drive? Because I'm not doing that. Why can't he just settle on the other side of the planet?
We own this planet, they don't. Here at Paradiso, we don't like leaving things to chance. Who knows what these people will do with their land? Imagine the landscaping disasters they might come up with, and how that might mar the satellite imagery of the planet in our brochures. No, much better to assimilate them into our culture if they come here to live, rather than leave it to chance.
I understand your point from a business stance, but I disagree.
And that's within your right. But as the CEO of Paradiso Group, I'm the one who has to make and approve decisions around here, not you. So, as much as I appreciate your feedback, it's not in the best interest of the Paradiso Group to take it into account.
Cease to exist. You want to destroy the ship.
I'm not suggesting anything, other than it would make our lives so much easier if that ship ceased existing. Make of that what you will.
Really? That's how we looking now?
Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rendered. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them here, including their continued room and board. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term, as we'd be able to let go of some of our current paid staff. It's not our responsibility to bear the brunt of that cost. We're being more than generous by offering the use of our engineering team to help install it. A custom grav drive can't come cheap, and I assume they have neither the monetary means nor the connections to get a hold of that kind of technology. That leaves the only other party in this negotiation. You.
No. I'm not buying nothing. What do I like buying a grav drive for them?
We operate outside of the Free Stars only, you see, partially because we don't want anyone else meddling in our affairs. And we'd rather not draw attention to it. As I've mentioned, it could be bad for business. We'd much rather settle this independently. Guess we're tabling it for now.
I need a drink. There ain't no creds around here. I'm not finna buy no grav drive.
Hello? I didn't realise Kiwi was letting people in here. Not quite. We just don't answer to the Free Star Collective or the United Colonies. Makes things easier. We don't pay any taxes, we don't need to follow their laws. All the benefits, none of the drawbacks. And no one minds, because half the politicians and other big shots love vacationing here. Works for everyone. We, the Paradiso Group, bought the rights to this planet years ago with the intent of turning it into the biggest and best resort in the universe. To that end, I'd say we've succeeded. As such, no other leisure enterprises may operate on the planet without renting land from us. But as you can see, none can afford such a deal.
I could.
And you've made your decision. We can help them resettle here and work off their debt, or we can outfit their ship with a grav drive at your own personal expense.
What if after all this they continue to insist their claim to this planet predates yours?
They'd be hard-pressed to defend their claim in any courts. Our charter goes back years. It was registered with both the UC and Free Star Collective, per the Centaurus Proclamation. We may be outside the settled systems, but that charter's official as can be. I'm sorry, but you're going to need to be the one to break the news to them that they need to make a compromise or leave. I have no idea. because I'm not suggesting anything of the sort.
Yes, you are.
But it's a wonder that old ship made it all the way here in such a relatively short time. Must have really been pushing themselves. An engineer friend of mine told me once that the reactors on those old ships have a tendency to self-destruct if they overload. Of course, their engineers must have taken great care not to push it too far. Someone would likely have to override the safety systems in the reactor computer. But who would do such a thing?
Don't even think for one moment that this would be acceptable behavior. You can't just blow up their ship. That's
You don't even
insane.
know I'm finna do that. I don't like none of that. But between the two, I'd rather them just like not.
Good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James over at Hope Tech. He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old ship with a modern grav drive, it'd be him. We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return, though you may have to help the Constance engineers prepare for it on their end. Good luck.
I know this was a difficult decision, but if it's any consolation, I think you've made the right choice. Compared to the destruction of their vessel and relegating them to a life of servitude, I'd say this is the best chance they've got.
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we appreciate your help.
There's something I need to talk to you about. I picked up something you might be interested in.
I have things for you.
Time to move on.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course. Struts retracting. Let's get out of here. Apogee kick complete. Orbit steady.
Going at top speed.
And you didn't even scratch the paint.
Perhaps something you might be interested in.
That's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear you talking about nothing else, Sarah.
I know Captain Brackenridge has essentially given you free rein to wander the ship, but security will still be watching you closely. I hope you understand, given we have so little experience with people from the outside. It pays to take security seriously, something I understand much better now than in my youth.
You can watch me all you want to. They're probably not gonna like that. lot of strawberries.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
So I just look into your captain's computer. You just act like I ain't doing nothing. Okay, cool too.
Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new life. No matter the outcome, I won't. Don't forget to tell of us in your travels.
Yeah. That's cool. Well, I like that uniform. I think I'm going to. I'm gonna take it.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
I sure will.
There's so much more to learn about now. We've got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
It definitely takes a special type of person to live their entire life, birth to death.
This is something I'd like to discuss.
You got officer uniform.
I've lived my entire life in the Constant. I'm not sure how else to live.
I am. Quarters. That's right. The other guy wants me to go to Hotep, not the ship people.
We've detached. Let's get out of here.
Please don't let there be any pirates. Because I have not been in a mission for fighting.
Well,
Welcome
you
to
didn't put us into a planet,
We're
so
gonna
we
do a
must
quick
be in
scan
the
for
right
contraband,
place.
and you can be on your way. You're good to go. All clear to land at Hopetown.
So I've never been to Hotep Town. Bruh.
Landing site locked. Take us in.
Let's go.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Oh man.
You, look at you! I can hardly...
Thank you.
Excuse me.
She knows
Excuse
my
me.
swag.
A little desperate here.
I remember meeting Ron Hope once. Ideally,
I have something I need to discuss with you.
I know you do, but I got other stuff I want to do right now.
Ron Hope certainly embodies the saying, spared no expense.
I mean, do you blame him?
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
Dang it.
Oh, hello. Someone worth paying attention to. Well, all of them. I've been with Mr. Hope since near the beginning.
Oh, wow.
I think he appreciates my attention to detail and my focus on the fundamentals. Although he has been hinting that the R&D budget may dry up if I don't produce results. You're still here? Are we still talking? Make sure you write down whatever you're thinking of. Make sure you write down whatever you're thinking of. Oh, you're still here? Are we still talking? Make sure you write down whatever you're thinking of. Are we still talking? Oh, you're still here? Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? I'm a little busy, but I think I could spare some time. Ah, so that's what this is. Oliver Campbell told me to expect you. His courier just left. Didn't say you'd be so rude about it. But I guess that's the kind of company Oliver keeps. I did some research on ships from that era, so I have a decent enough idea of what we need to do. So grav drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But I've got access to an ancient grav drive that looks like it could be compatible. It's some minor adjustments. It's in good shape, too. Parts not cheap, though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost of parts and labor, and it's yours. It's a pretty big ask, given how rare these old grav drives are. True. I keep telling myself I'm holding on to it for the right time. Perhaps this is that right time. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. I'm still willing to talk. Tell you what. Sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give you the part for free, I won't charge you for the work. You're darn right it is. I'll get to work on it right away. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer on board to help. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install it with the help of Oliver's people. Pleasure working with you.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
I don't believe we have a meeting scheduled. You must be looking for someone else. Do you mind? I'm a very busy man. If you're looking to make a purchase, I don't handle that personally. Should be able to help you.
Prepping as we speak.
I started with nothing and built everything you see around you.
One time, after construction begins.
Enjoy, if you'll excuse me. I am on duty. Mr. Hope is a vital part of not only Polvo, but of the entire Freestar Collective. If you're waiting on approvals, take it up with Galbank.
Excuse me.
Cosette, we had to break up a scuffle.
I have something I need to discuss with you.
Does this involve the security of Mr. Hope?
Well, no.
Okay. Hello.
All right, Adela. Deep breath. Oh, God. I'm just great. Grand, really. When I signed on to be a freight captain, I was expecting long hours and dull routes. And now I'm a hair away from being executed. Or worse. You are sincerely the answer to my prayers. So, I fly a rust bucket called the Markab for a small shipping line. It just started, really. We do bulk shipping, boring stuff like actuators and seed stock and minerals. Have you ever had a standard, boring job just blow up in your face? That's not helpful. So I just got assigned to the Markab. The first shipment? Slag steel. Nothing special. As soon as I left Neon and got scanned, things got crazy. Spacers, Freestar security, the works. Everyone demanding I power down, hand over the contraband, or sometimes just firing first. I skipped the system, ditched the cargo, and have been running ever since. I don't know. I was just flying for my life. But some bad people want it. It gets even worse. A tracker just landed and I just know he's hunting a bounty. Me. But the trick is, everyone knows the ship. But my info isn't in the database yet. All they got is my last name, Fahim. So if you go into the pit stop and claim you're Captain Fahim of the Markab, maybe you can deal with the tracker? Listen, I just haul, well, garbage. But you, I mean, you're armed and look, well, awesome. I figure you could do a solid for the little guy, girl. Plus credits. I did mention the credits, right? I don't know. I don't want anyone to get hurt, but he may not give you any choice. The company is, well, a real train wreck. I'm amazed they even have my last name on file. For once, working for such a dump is a good thing. You are the best! This slate has everything they know about me. It's not much.
He's the one with the cowboy hat. Just stay safe.
Thank you.
Howdy.
Some rules. If there's one place there's some law and order in this town, it's here. Don't even think about stealing anything. No haggling. The price is the price. And might be some other rules. Don't be an ass. I didn't start this way. Got myself robbed a few times. Swindled a couple. So now I look out for number one. And it's not like there's anywhere else on this rock to buy weapons. You may be thinking this place is a dump, but the hardware isn't. Lots of customers pass through. We got something for everyone. Good.
Anything going on?
Pretty quiet. People
complaining about a pickpocket.
So, nothing to do then?
Nah. Good day.
I was thinking of doing some target practice later. Shoot up some bottles.
I'm in.
There's something I need to talk to you about.
I'm new in town. You look like you just got here too, right? What's your name, stranger? Might buy you a drink. Fahim, huh? Came in on that ship, the Markup? I bet you didn't know it. But I'm a tracker. And I'm here for your bounty. Two ways this can go. You know the drill. Bounty says you made off with a haul of medical supplies, meant for orphans, or something. I get a bonus if I turn the shipment in sight unseen. I figure they're in the Markup. Looks like a place that doesn't mind some color. Or you can surrender. I trank you up, deliver you, they kill you. Nobody ever picks that option. I don't deal with smugglers and no good types. Well, I do, but more violent-like. My word's my bond. So you didn't shoot your way off Neon, Fahim? The bounty is pretty damn clear. But something don't sit right with me. Not sure what. Maybe. Maybe not. People do say that about me. It's not easy. But I don't kill people that don't need killing. All right, I'm not taking you in. But that just means somebody else will. Whatever you were shipping, you got to return it. The next tracker probably won't be as upstanding as I am. Whatever you say, Fahim. You almost sound believable. One more drink and it's liftoff.
All right, Neva went for it, so the plan's a go. The Crimson Fleet is gonna do a quick smash and grab on Hopetown. To get started, I need a layout of the settlement. Don't leave anything out. I want every guard patrol, junction box, mark down everything. When it's go time, I'm gonna need some kind of distraction. Maybe set off a mining charge or something. You know, keep security busy. You'll have at least a week's notice before we send in our ships, so that should give you plenty of time to get ready. All right, you wanted to be part of the fleet. This could be your ticket. Just don't screw it all up.
Oh, now my microphone works again. That was interesting.
Yes, what?
Customer chili midnight special. I wonder if she shot her way through neon for real.
For you, when you have a moment.
This can't be happening.
Anything you left out?
I mean, maybe. At my 6th birthday, the theme was unicorns. Sorry, bad joke. Since the tracker's on world, I'm sure he's got eyes on the Mark Hobb. It's just too dangerous.
Well, I convinced him to let you go.
I feel like I can finally breathe again.
No, you can't.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, you're lucky he was good. They're gonna send more.
You think?
I know.
I mean, of course they will. Oh, God. I don't mean to be ungrateful and all, but I really, really need to go. Thank you. I have to go. Like, now.
Alright, I'm not gonna shoot her.
I picked up something you might be interested.
Let's get off this rust bucket.
Captain on deck.
When you have a few moments, there's lifting off now.
Hey y'all, welcome to the stream. Got 3 people in here. Thank you, thank you.
Retro's firing. Orbit stabilized.
So, Miss Stay Up Late reading under the covers? Did you learn anything new from your book last night?
Don't pretend to be mad at me. I know more, really. I learned that back on Earth, people used to use the stars.
I will never get tired of that.
But I guess it only worked because they just lived on one planet. And that sounds boring.
Remind me one of these days to tell you the tale of a certain Solomon Coe, and where his stargazing landed him.
Where his stargazing landed him.
We have a clean dock, right on the money.
Good. Let's talk to Mr. AK-47. That's my dude.
Things for you.
Alright, let's talk to the engineer.
Just stay out of trouble.
People always appreciate a good engineer, whether they know it or not.
Yes, they do.
What grab drive? Just joking with you. The Paradiso engineers filled me in. Okay, let's see what we need to do. All right. This will be fun. And hopefully there will be no explosions in the process. I have just received word that the drive is here. Ready to get to work? Oh, don't worry about that. Just a little engineering humor.
Okay.
We've kept this ship going with minimal incidents this long. I'm not about to let anything happen to it now. But, to be clear, what we're doing is very dangerous, and we should be prepared for anything.
Well, hopefully the ship doesn't explode.
Great. There are 3 preparations I need you to help me make while I set things up on my end. First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly.
What?
Got it?
No.
Let's hop to it.
I don't know what any of that means. I don't even. What did he say? I have no idea what he says. If I talk to him again.
I can't tell you how many times I've had to make do with inelegant solutions to complex technical problems.
Right.
Something wrong?
Yeah.
There are 3 things we need to do. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from... Good luck out there!
So I got to do all the work. I got to look all the buttons. Of course. Runoff inhibitor. 5%.
Keeping a 200-year-old? Something wrong?
Yes.
There are 3 things we need to do. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator.
Okay.
Turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%.
Okay.
Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly.
Okay.
So long!
Boy, am I glad you weren't some sort of alien.
He said something. I still forgot what he just said.
People always appreciate a good engineer, whether they know it or not. Something wrong?
Yes.
There are 3 things we need to do. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator.
Okay.
Turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. Careful not to touch anything on your way out.
He said something about a cryo.
If the other colonists... something. There are 3 things we need to do. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary cryogenic radiator. Turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function to 5%. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosure. Careful not to touch anything on your way out.
I still don't have the key, but whatever. I'm gonna blow up the ship. Why are there so many things? Plasma gun actuator assembly. Prepare the ship for grav drive. Yes, that's what I need to do. Magnetic flange pipe enclosures. Plasma runoff inhibitor, 5%.
I wonder what else is out there.
Computer beta, plasma runoff, alpha, turbo pump, port, to cryogenic radiator, auxiliary. Magnetic pipe, flange pipe enclosure, decoupled auxiliary module assembly. flange pipe enclosure decoupled.
Keeping a 200-year-old ship running is no easy task.
I know,
something wrong?
Yeah.
There's still something left to do. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. So long! Looks like everything is good to go, both your end and mine. Can you go inform the captain while they're finishing the installation? Thanks.
Sarah.
Never seen a ship like yours before.
I know. This ship is super confusing, bro.
We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it. Well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done.
You're welcome. Where you going now?
We don't yet know, but we did receive a star map from the Paradiso engineers. I suppose we'll just chart a course for other suitable habitable worlds until we find one that matches the quality of Paradiso. Purima 2 here. Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives.
Thank you.
I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
You gave me a gun, a soccer ball, a piggy bank, a baseball, a basketball. Okay. 3 hockey sticks. Kind of like that. Kind of reminds me of Star Trek. already been back to Vectera though.
I picked. We're free and clear for flight. Must have been a good jump. We're still in one piece.
Star parcel freighter to unknown vessel. I have an urgent package, hoping for some assistance. Acknowledge. The Star Parcel's fleet's got a load of these aging Deimos monsters. Built like tanks, but well past their warranty. It's gonna take hours to fix this, if we can get the engine back online at all. 30 years ago, this ship would be a beast. Maybe more like 50. I got a hot package that's paid for expedited delivery. They'll dock my pay if it doesn't get to its destination. Star Parcel will reward you well if you can assist.
So this is like space UPS.
The paperwork involved in giving you anything extra is a nightmare. This isn't getting us anywhere. Hold on. I never said that was my final offer. Yeah, I hope so. Tell you what, I can pay you some credits from the discretionary fund up front. Best I can do. Excellent. All you need to do is drop this off to the ship's services technician on Aquila City. They'll take it from there. Thanks for bailing me out of this nightmare.
Maybe I should blow up your ship. Oh, look at the old Razor Leaf before I edited it.
We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course. Well, you're back. Oh no, don't start. I've had enough Barrett for one lifetime. I don't need the sequel showing up on my doorstep. More pirates showed up when you were gone. We weren't as lucky this time. Calvert, Troy, some of the new Dusties. They didn't make it. Who knows with pirates? Revenge? Peeking at the scraps? Maybe they're from a different crew and we just got hit twice by sheer bad luck.
We should have evacuated after the first attack.
It's not like we were eager to stick around. But we had injured people on recovery, and pickup coming at some point. Just not soon enough. Anyway, I was pinned down behind some crates with Barrett. Bullets and laser fire everywhere. No smile on that damn carefree face of his. Like he knew this was it. I started steeling myself to go out fighting. Then that idiot puts his hand on my shoulder and says, "Stay here, Lynn. I got you."
Yeah, suicide mission.
Not quite. Barrett is more dangerous than you might think. Next thing I know, 2 of the pirates are dead, and he's got the 3rd one in a headlock. Drags him out into the open at gunpoint and demands to talk, or else I'm going to demonstrate Newton's 3rd law on this guy's temporal lobe. And that's when they brought out Hella.
Hella?
I didn't overhear everything, but after the 10 longest seconds of my life, Barrett put his hands up, and both of them ended up getting taken aboard the pirate ship. And that's the last I saw of either of them.
Mm-hmm.
Too risky to put that in the message. Too much liability. You know how it is. Our clients need to know when the operations start and stop. We handle the rest. They could have grav-jumped anywhere. I tried pinging a transmission to the ship in the comms building before they left, but the pirates must have fried it. You want to try it? Go ahead. But the odds of them being alive, even if you could find them... I've lost a lot of people on this run, Dusty. I just want to pack up.
Are there still pirates on here? $500 book. Breaking through messing everything, huh? So much There's another power cell somewhere. How did the watermelon space. Take the power. Yeah. Guess I gotta listen to emergency transmission. Oops, I forgot that part.
Can't believe we got into this mess. Would you be quiet? Trying to make out the grav jump calculations before we're out of range. Out of range of what? Out of range of the sensor array on Vectera. Would you keep up? Once we're outside the star system, the bandwidth goes from instant speed to effectively never. What good is sending a transmission down there? You gonna tell Lynn how royally screwed we both are? She doesn't even have a ship. You underestimate how many of my admirers there are in the galaxy, Heller. One of them is bound to show up, looking to reunite with this handsome face. We're doomed. Capital D, doomed. Got it, okay. Whoever finds this, I'm attaching the interstellar coordinates to the metadata on the transmission. Rescue us. Repeat. Rescue us.
Well. Why are you still on this planet?
So, you actually get that computer working again?
Yes, I did. Of course I did.
What? Let me see that. Funny. Even knowing he's alive, I still never want to see him again. Hella, on the other hand. Okay. Let me send you the location data embedded in the transmission. Find them, okay?
Okay.
Well, don't start buying me stuffed animals for my birthday or anything. But yes, all right. I don't like seeing my people hurt. Even Barrett and Hella. Just get after them, okay? And hey, if you ever need a little extra help, I've been thinking about a career change lately. Maybe it's time to put Argos behind me.
I like it. Let's go ahead and find Barrett.
Next time, use your jetpack.
Use your jetpack. Use your jetpack. Boom, 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 boom.
picked up something you might be interested in. And we're off. We're locking into orbit now.
Travel to Prax.
Grav drive spinning down. Systems green.
Oh, yeah.
Enemy's propulsion systems offline. Ha! They're not jumping out of here.
Trade Authority Star Station 34B is under attack. Do not attempt to dock. I repeat, Trade Authority...
You said you're under attack? Go ahead, Doc. Okay.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
Let me serve you up. Let me serve you up.
Ah! God! Don't go any further! Oh, it's just a flesh wound. I managed to crawl away after getting hit.
It's just a flesh wound. Yeah. I like it.
A couple of spacers docked and started shooting up the place, taking all the goods hostage until someone pays up. You wouldn't mind helping the Trade Authority out, would you? There's a locked safe in the warehouse. High-end goods. Container's got your name on it if you shoot a few spacers on your way in and out.
Right.
Brave. Only a spacer would be dumb enough to pull this off. I'm surprised their hunk of ship could even dock. I doubt it. I heard them clearing house. Expect to get shot on sight. They don't mess around. Good. Here's a key. Unlocks a safe in the warehouse. Watch out, it's zero
There's a
G.
safe in the warehouse.
What about the others? Keep them here, on lookout. After we leave this hub, start setting up the explosives on the bridge. I don't want anyone getting the jump on us.
Find anything useful? We should have a talk. When you have the time, of course.
I should have. I need the other one. Ooh. let's see. Let's shoot a few people.
We got company!
Let's see if they've got anything worth taking.
Maybe. Yeah, some food.
When you have a moment, I'd like to speak to you.
I know, but I'm in the middle of trying to kill spacers. Okay. So why did I come in here? there's a safe somewhere. Oh, there it is. I'm like, where's the vent? Come up here if you want to. This fool ain't got nothing but an axe. What am I gonna do with that? Where are they shooting from? Okay. y'all at?
Damn it.
Let me get them credits. Credit. What kind is this? Just give me that. Space. Define the frontier. Round of the jumpsuit. I'll take that. Okay. So what we got over here? Nope. But I could take the posters instead. Jumpsuit. Books. I got most of those books anyway. this one of the bozos I killed already? Yeah. Let's get some of this food. There's something in there? Nope. That's safe. Credits. So I can't open this door. Let's see. Can't open this door. What's her name go? Yes, I know. See, I got here through the vent. I'm gonna try. If you know how to find this cache, which I think it's probably got nothing in it now. So what is this? I want to know where this freaking cache thingy is. Okay.
Oh, I'm hit!
You running up on me like that? Now where'd you go?
Sorry to pull you aside like this, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate you. Taking those steps to eradicate the Terramorph threat is essential to the safety of every living thing in the settled systems.
Okay.
You should be proud. Yes, exactly. I'm glad you treated the situation with the urgency it deserved. I only wish that the United Colonies chose to exterminate the Terramorphs with the experimental microbe, instead of choosing this ridiculous Asili solution. Apparently, their decision was based on your recommendation.
Yeah.
That was a risky choice you've made. I beg to differ with you. Deploying the Asili solution is going to take years, perhaps even decades. The microbe would have cut that time drastically.
Right, I can't do that.
Well, I'm disappointed that you didn't trust the science. Unfortunately, locking away the Lazarus plant instead of eliminating it adds to the risk. Anything that accelerates the Terramorph life cycle should have been completely removed from the equation. Why take the chance? I'm sorry, but yes. Your decision has denied us any type of safety net. I honestly would have preferred a more scorched earth policy to ensure the end to those horrible creatures. I'm very supportive of your decisions, but that doesn't mean I'm willing to sacrifice my own beliefs in the process. Look, I'll tell you what. Let's put this past us, shall we? I'm sure everything will work out in the end. If you don't mind, I'd like to speak. Want to see what I'm carrying? Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far. Let's go. Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
I'm just trying to find this little cache that dude was talking about. Trying to find that money.
This should lead into a hab tunnel on the station. We should proceed with caution. If you don't mind, if you have any gear...
Don't want a Grendel on me? Nope. Nope.
Admiral Logan's office shouldn't be terribly far.
Bomb is armed and rigged to explode. Let's go.
You picked the wrong fight.
Had to be a headshot.
Oh, come on. Quit playing games. I'm going to end you. If you're searching them, make it quick.
You're already dead!
I don't even need a gun.
Get out of here!
Let's go! Damn it!
Thank you for watching. Hope everyone has a good night.